Welcome to Selenium Cucumber tutorials. In my previous lesson, you have learned different types of Selenium video with Java as well as with test engine with the help of real-time examples. Same like in Selenium Cucumber tutorials, I will cover with real-time examples, so which is you will not find in any website or anything. So I will cover completely real-time examples. So with the help of different frameworks, so which is I am using currently, and so in this one we will cover these are the topics. Cucumber Java framework I am using. So Cucumber actually developed in Ruby, but it is extended to Java. And completely we are using Apache Maven only, so it will not support normal test ng related projects we have covered right previously. So we need to compulsory use Maven, and I'm using same Eclipse tool. So BTD mainly depends on behavior development, so which is with the help of behavior driven development, so we are creating the feature files and Cucumber annotations and multiple feature files, like covering the multiple scenarios in feature files, and Cucumber framework implementation. We will implement Cucumber real-time framework. So previously I have given different type of examples, like in this one we will completely create some framework for any applications with the help of this Cucumber, and we will use HTML reports using external reports, so which is very beautiful and looking reports, and which is very easy to understand. You will get different time functionality, like when it is executed and when it is closed. I have given how to generate external report videos previously. Please go through that videos. We will cover in this one also. So we are using Gherkin models, BTD, which is developed with the help of Gherkin models, and so actually Cucumber supports JUnit, like I am extending to test engine, so which will help others who knows test engine, so that we will use that one. And other topics are Cucumber hooks we will use, tags we will use, annotations covered, and command line options we will use for Cucumber. And next, these are the topics we will cover in Selenium Cucumber tutorials. So don't miss the videos. If you are missing the videos, means you are missing the concept of real-time examples. I'm giving all the code, so which is related to real-time examples. So once you complete this course, you will get 3 years of experience in Cucumber, Selenium, Cucumber, Java frameworks. You can create any applications, like any, with the help of this framework you can implement for any application, whether it's a mobile app, whether it's a web applications. So different applications you can implement same framework, which will work perfectly. Okay, let's start. What is a Cucumber actually? Cucumber is a testing tool which is with the help of a BDD framework, which is developed like in the simple language English text defined in the form with the help of Gherkin models. This Cucumber, first of all, it is developed for Ruby only, but after that it is extended to Java framework. Why? Because most of the companies are using Java framework. So Java they are using, it is a very popular open source, that way they extended to Java. So next, Apache Maven. So Maven, like it is a free source which is given by the Apache company. It is a free. So what is a Maven actually? So Maven means, which is a build tool, which is generating the build tool, like a clean, run, and next install. So this is having different commands, so we will learn in upcoming lessons. I will give you each and every Maven commands how to use, so which is having a POM, like POM filer, page object model. So page objects model. So pattern, like we will see the pattern. So it is having different dependencies. POM will have different dependencies, like POM is a heart of the Maven. So in order to generate, in order to download any jars related to Selenium, Cucumber, TestNG, JUnit, Jenkins, extend report. So for that you require the POM file. So from the POM file you will add the dependencies and you will download from the web. So based on this flow you will get all the related jars. What are the versions you have given, that will be downloaded from the POM file, which is a very important for Maven. So we will cover different command line options, how to create, how to install the Maven, how to create the Maven project with the help of command line, not in Eclipse. So you will see in the Eclipse also. So while we creating these steps, we will learn from the next video. So Eclipse, you know, it is also open source. So we are download Eclipse Oxygen I'm using currently. So same will be used, and BDD, behavior driven development, which is a behavior means the application behavior. We are creating in the form of feature files. Like feature files means we are creating different scenarios like validate Gmail login or application login with valid credentials. So under that we will have steps. What we will have when application is open URL, then enter valid username, then enter valid password and click on login or click on next. So then what will happen? Then it should open applications like applicants valid user my account screen, and it should display logout. Okay, so these are the steps we need to follow in feature files. Feature file having scenarios. Scenario, what will be your feature scenario? Validate Gmail login with valid credentials. Next, what will happen? Scenario, what is a feature scenario? Validate Gmail login with invalid credential. It is having there, and so these are the tags we will use. Next, Cucumber annotations. Annotations means you will have when, then. Same will be used in the while creating the methods in the Java. Okay, I'm using Java, so that's why. Like we will cover the multiple scenarios, like not only single feature file, but I'm creating multiple test cases, multiple scenarios, and running those scenarios in continuously. Continuously means at a time. Feature files while run, how to run the feature files, one single feature file, and how to run multiple feature files at a time. Like multiple test cases we need to write. In that multiple scenarios I will cover data driven, like parameterization, how you will do the parameterization. Same I will cover in multiple feature file scenarios. And in this entire session, like videos, like in this complete tutorial, we will implement one of Cucumber framework for any applications. We will see the any application we will implement Cucumber framework completely, so that you can understood very clearly that how Cucumber framework using in real time, like real companies, how MNCs or any other companies, software companies, how they are implementing and implementing the framework for you. Next, for reporting, like HTML reports we need to generate, right? We need to add the screenshots. So what are the modules, what are the test cases, what are the time between execution, everything we will cover in the extend reports. Extend reports, very beautiful reports it is giving, and it is giving different options, available options compared to TestNG or JUnit. So very clear to send the HTML reports to the clients. So everything will be perfect in extend reports. That's why I'm using extend report. So Gherkin models we have discussed, right? Gherkin. So which is help of BDD, which is implemented with Jenkins simple language. So TestNG or JUnit we will use. Most of the time we are using JUnit only. So I'm trying to implement in TestNG. Next, Cucumber hooks we are having. We need to configure the hooks and the tags. It will be having tags and annotations we already explained. and the command line options like how to run cucumbers feature files using command lines like cmd through the commands. So how you will execute, how you will see the logs of the cucumbers. So everything will be covered on this one. So I will cover one more option is Jenkins. Continuous integration, how you will do with the help of Jenkins, how you will run, how you will set up Maven in Jenkins, and how you will run Maven projects. So once you are running the Maven projects using pom.xml or any feature files, cucumbers, then you will understand like, okay, Jenkins we will run like this. This is a continuous integration. So when the build is deployed, our test should be triggered automatically and send the reports to the clients. So in my previous 2 or 3 video sessions, I have covered like through the Jenkins how you will send attachment to the clients, like particular email, whatever the email you have mentioned. Once your execution is completed, it should trigger the email to particular persons. So that video which is helpful to send the attachments like HTML reports and attachments to the clients so that once execution is done, so morning when come to office, they will easily open and check your emails like execution emails. So these are the test cases executed, so these many are passed, this may happen. So why? Because yesterday night build is triggered automatically, build is deployed. So that's why you can use the Jenkins, so which is very useful for our projects for continuous integration. When we are using this model we are using, right? Jira continuous integrations, they are creating the sprints and they are developing sprints within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Every time they are doing the changes and deploying the build. So for this, Jenkins is very useful. So most of the time we will call this as DevOps. DevOps means DevOps engine is what it will do. They will use Jenkins or Bamboo, some integration tools, and they will do all the configuration based on what the development team or testing team has given. So they will do the configurations. So DevOps team will do all these things, but I will show you how to do in this one. Okay, so stay tuned to my videos so that you can get some more knowledge on Cucumber. Next we will see how to set up Apache Maven and how you will create the Maven projects and with the help of command line tools. Okay, and in Eclipse how you will create, so what is the artifacts, group IDs, so everything we will learn in the next lesson. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my videos and please provide your valuable comments on videos, and please please share my video so that most of the people are struggling to get the knowledge, real-time knowledge on Selenium and Java and Cucumber. So I have given different videos. Okay, thank you for watching my video.